Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D Rose report. Just wanted to let you know, if you seen Raw the other night, R-Truth's new song is Crunk, they said, K-R-U-N-K. But Truth himself on Twitter last night said the real name is Right Time. I thought it was pretty good actually. WWE's Florida Championship Wrestling is going to be holding their first ever steel cage match live. The live event's going to be Saturday night. Brookville, Florida. No word yet on who's in the match, but they got the cage. Just got to put somebody in it. WWE is being sued, believe it or not, for the equivalent of $21.5 million by a European-based merchandising company. And the company alleges that WWE made false claims that they were selling fake WWE apparel in stores across France. WWE said that the company was violating a licensing agreement by selling fake merchandise. The companies filed a lawsuit in Paris saying that the clothing they were selling was not counterfeit. That seems like it'd be an easy thing to settle. There was a university that recognizes the leader in the election. This got to do with Linda McMahon. Anyway, they released the following on Tuesday regarding Linda McMahon's Senate race. It says within 7 weeks until election day, Linda McMahon is now within 6 points of her Democratic challenger, with 3% undecided and 11% saying they could switch their vote. Give me some money, I'll switch. Blumenthal up against 6 points, or up just 6 points in the Connecticut race, Senate race, but much McMahon's support is anti-Blumenthal. So they're really not after Linda. You know, they want her so bad. It's just they just don't want Blumenthal anymore. Alright, Skip Sheffield, by the way, underwent successful surgery Wednesday to repair a fractured ankle he suffered 4 weeks ago. And I thought a long time for them to get the surgery done on it. But anyway, at the Raw live event in Honolulu, Hawaii. Anyway, the Nexus member is expected to be out of action until February. You better hurry up and get back, because I don't know if that Nexus angle is going to be going in February. You have to end up on your own. Trailer for WWE Studios' next flop. Wait a minute, my fault. Next feature film. Knucklehead has surfaced online, by the way. It's going to be debuting in theaters the last week before. That didn't sound right. It debuted in theaters last week before the. Oh, they're talking about the trailer. If you went and seen, which you didn't, Legendary, you've seen the trailer there. Anyway, it's a comedy film starring Big Show as an oversized orphan who enters a amateur MMA fight to save the orphanage that raised him. Like Legendary, the Knucklehead will be released in a selected number of theaters before it comes out to DVD and Blu-ray. It's currently scheduled to hit theaters in November. Let me know if you see that. You don't have to let me know if you don't. I don't have enough comment space, probably. 2 bouts were taped for this Thursday's episode of WWE Superstars prior to Raw in Cincinnati the other night. Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov taking on Jimmy and Jay Uso. Great Khali taking on Primo. That's all I got. I'm sure there was more than 2 matches. WWE did not acknowledge the former talent Mike Shaw that I mentioned yesterday, or you want to call him Bastion Booger, or Lunatic, you know, it doesn't. Anyway, during the other night's Raw, his passing also has yet to be acknowledged on the company's website. Shaw died Saturday in his home in Michigan, reportedly due to a heart attack. And that's probably it. WWE wrestlers can't be dying of heart attacks or anything like that anymore. It's bad for the image. Bad. So that heart attacks are out. Former WWE Champion The Rock will be highlighted throughout this month on WWE Classics On Demand. If you get that, the synopsis reads, finally The Rock's come back to WWE Classics. It's Rocktober. And take a ride down Jabroni Drive and take a look back at the greatest matches and all this. So anyway, a fan captured a video outside of SmackDown live event in Grand Rapids, Michigan of referee Charles Robinson scaring an unmasked Rey Mysterio. I like to see that. Anyway, a story is making its rounds in London, brawling that that was pulled from No Surrender because, anyway, this is kind of a strange story. A story is making the rounds that London brawling were pulled from No Surrender because Desmond Wolfe failed a physical and was deemed in no condition to wrestle. Wolfe then, known as Nigel McGuinness, failed his WWE physical back in 2009 after being offered a developmental deal and was not signed by the company. That's why he never went over there. He actually did, but he just didn't pass the physical. Don't know why. TNA.com has new photos, new, not nude, no D in it, darn it, of the recently reformed beautiful people, Velvet Sky, Angelina Love. ShopTNA.com has tons of merchandise, includes iPhone skins, posters, t-shirt logos, and more of them. Jeff Jarrett has posted exclusive footage from his past live weekends events on YouTube channel. TNA has announced that the U.S. Army is going to be sponsoring several of their upcoming live event shows, including the 9/23 in New York show. Canadian channel, cable channel, you Canadians won't have to worry about NXT. Will be continuing to air NXT after Sci-Fi drops the series. NXT is listed on the Scores schedule for both October 6th and 13th. The schedule remains of October, not yet revealed. The Connecticut Post is reporting that a spokesman for World Wrestling Entertainment has confirmed that the company is being investigated by state officials for classifying its wrestlers and other behind-the-scenes production talent as independent contractors. This comes after weeks of media scrutiny in the relationship to Linda McMahon's current campaign for U.S. Senate. This has been going on for quite a while. This is where WWE hires independent contractors, which are the referees, the wrestlers and stuff. But I didn't know they did that for the, like the roadies and setup men too. They must. And then that way you take care of your own taxes, you take care of your own payroll, they pay you, you take care of everything. Because you're not an employee. So they pay no employee tax. So anyway, of course you don't get any insurance and no benefits either, other than big money. So anyway, the referees, especially the ones that don't work there anymore, want to be able to, draw unemployment, medical care, things like that. And, if they were employees, they probably could. Anyway, here's the spokesman, Robert Zimmerman, that added, WWE has always complied with the law up till this election. WWE has not been fined or investigated in the past for any independent contractor classification. However, curiously, the state of Connecticut is currently conducting an audit of WWE's classification of independent contractors. WWE consistently reviews its internal practices and procedures to comply with the ever-changing employee laws. So they're still trying to come after Linda. Kind of takes that PG away from WWE, doesn't it? Okay, I got about a minute and a half. Let me go through some history. All of it's September 14th. Okay, 1976. Tommy Rich defeats Jerry Lawler to win the NWA Southern Heavyweight title, Mid-America version. In 1981, Ricky and Robert Gibson defeats the Heartbreakers to win the AWA Southern Tag Team Championship. 1996, WWE Mania airs for the first time on the USA Network. Then 1998, the Monday Night War rating, WWF, Raw is scoring a 4.0, while Nitro, featuring the reformation of the Four Horsemen, gets a 4.5. In 2008, highlights from 2008 TNA No Surrender was Sheikh Abdul Bashir defeats Petey Williams and Consequences Creed for the X Division. Taylor Wilde defeats Angelina Love to retain the Knockout Championship. Beer Money Incorporated defeats Latin American Exchange to retain the title. Tag team title, Samoa Joe defeats Kurt Angle and Christian Cage to retain the World Heavyweight title. 2009. Trish Stratus guest hosts Monday Night Raw from Toronto's Trish Stratus also competes in the ring, teaming up with MVP Mark Henry to defeat Beth Phoenix, Big Show, and Chris Jericho. I got a lot more to tell you, but I'll tell you tomorrow. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.